Good greetings, everybody. Rusty Dog here. Of course, you know that. And we're here with Elite Dangerous, and you know that as well. Hold on. Hold the phone, guys. Hold the phone. There we go. Phone held. Right, we're back. Mr. Bumblebee, Mr. Selim, Craig Goldberg, welcome in, guys. Hello, hello. Right. So we're back at it. Got some work to do in this system. Geez, we're not going to be leaving here for a little while. But it is where we left off. There are 5 planets with bios, and we've completed this one. So I think that's right anyway. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So 4 more to do. Each have got either 5 or 4 bios, depending. So we're looking around ish, very ish. We're looking around 36 million per planet with the bonuses. And it'll tell us on the widget how much we get from this system. We did 30 million on this planet, which is, I don't know if that turned out correct actually. Let me just triple check that. And if it all works out, then we're looking around 180 million for the system, which is nice. It's nice to have the money, but translating that into credits though. So yeah, I mean, that system total that you're seeing at the bottom, 29.92, is spot on. In fact, it's even more accurate than what Elite Observatory Core is showing. But yeah, 29.9 is what the calculator comes to using Elite Observatory Core's numbers, but it's actually 29.92. So hopefully we'll yield something around that, if not better, in other places. So, I don't know, maybe 30, 35 million. It depends. Some of the planets are worth more. So, welcome to Friday, and hopefully it all goes okay. And, yeah, we'll get on with it. So, it's very dark here at the moment. So what we'll do is leave, because we're done here. And we'll venture over to, so we're on 3B, and we got C, D, E, and F to do. C, D, E, F. So let's find out which is the closest one. So we're here. So C is nearest. Then, well, I'm going to say then D, but it might not be the case once we arrive on C. C, D, F, E. Okay. It makes sense to do C and D next anyway, because then it's in alphabetical order. Alphabetical. Right. So where are we? Okay, it looks like it's behind us. And yeah, skedaddle. Timeshift drive charging. So that 111 jumps that we have remaining to get to the fleet carrier is without using the economic route. That's not the economical route. No. This is the normal maximum jump range route. So it's, yeah, we've got quite a bit to go to get to the fleet carrier. Right, I think we can engage overcharge again. Or maybe not. Sorry, I was reading that as 2,000 light seconds. But I guess not. Right, so we're looking here, 3C, 4 bios. Don't know which ones are going to be there. I mean, I know it's listed 5 of them, but I don't know which ones it's going to be missing. Frankie Jazz, greetings and welcome. Already I have twice as many people on the chart, 13, as I did on my flight sim stream yesterday. What happened? What happened to all the flightists? Where did you all go? Right. We had a good flight actually. Some hellish lightning on that flight. It looked really cool. We flew off, we took off at sunset, and Stratum Peleus is missing, so another 6 million, so another 29.92 here. Yeah, yeah, we had some severe lightning, and it looked really all cool and everything. Oh, wait a minute. Rutexa. I'm getting too close too quickly. Okay, Tuscan bacteria then. Tuscan bacteria are sharing. Rutexa isn't. So let's get our... Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm yourself there, buddy. Go too quickly now. Right. This thing's been cratered, hasn't it? From the looks of it, many... Well, it looked like it from further up. Lots of craters. Okay, let's get the little car out. So yeah, I reckon another 29.92 here. Or maybe I miscalculated a bit. I said 36 million, but I wasn't accounting for the plant that was going to go missing. So yeah, maybe 30 million. So 150 million minimum, I would say. Seeing as how we have a planet with 5 bios coming up. Is that the next one, by the way? Yeah, it is. Planet 3D. Okay. So we're looking for tussock and bacteria. I don't know. Yeah, we've already scanned this, so I don't think we'll find anything new here, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah. Okay. Let's get out of it. Yeah, talking of flight sim, I was in it this morning trying to fix some frame rate issues, and boy did I fix it. Yeah, I changed a few settings and I'm getting like 100 to 100 and, well, no, it depends where I am. With a third-party airport, I'm looking at maybe 80 frames per second without looking at like over 100, but that is with frame generation, so it's half that amount really. So it's really nice and smooth now. So I'm glad I got that sorted. Right, so I don't think Tussock is too far, is it? No, 200 meters. So let's see if we can find some. Ooh dear, Nelly, ooh dear. Hello, Gotsteam 07. Good eye and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a good frame rate. It's just because it's using frame gen. Really, that's all. When you're using frame generation ×2, you have to take the frame rate you're getting and divide it by 2 to know what your actual frame rate is, because obviously it's being interpolated by AI, and that's what gives it its nice and smoothness. So it means with that kind of frame rate I can actually use third-party airports again, I think. We will see, we will see, we will see. But it seemed all nice and smooth. Right there. Some of it's in range, some of it isn't. Can I land there? Is that a gap? Yes, it is a gap. We landed in a patch of no tussocness. Or did we, or is some underneath? I don't know. Right, let's see if we can find bacteria here. It is Orasus, which is that greeny stuff, right? Let the animation finish. Now then, the only green that can possibly light up here would be bacteria, so... I seem to remember last time that Orasus was a bit of a bugger to find for some reason. I don't think we need to let the terrain come in, we're going a bit slow. Got one, got one. Got a few. Got a few. A lot of bacteria here, so there must be a heavily infected area. Right. No, this one. There you go. Doesn't look right there. It looks like a sticker. Jesus Christ. So I just got a pain in that area. Ooh. Now, all bacteria is being 500 meters. It's a pity we can't pick up another one from that patch. Well, we can't. There's another one. Behind us. Open sesame. So yeah, obviously, as you can expect, because of there's like multiple planets in this system that have got, oh, that's a weird one, that have got bios that they're all going to be kind of the same type of bacteria, same type of concha. Oh, concha, yeah. Yeah. Was that the one that was barely occupying any space on the map? I think so. Right, one more bacteria to do, according to the widge, the little widget. And there she is. Bacteria number 3. Which is the follow-up song to Mambo number 5. Not really. Right, 3. I love it when I crack like a little pun or something, and then someone drops off the chat. Like, it's almost like it, yeah, it was directly affected. Oh, we've had another one now. Oh, and another one. Has everyone been called for the tea? Your tea's ready. Right. That's it. Time to go up. We're done on this map. And I think I'll go after... Well, let's see if Concha is sharing any areas with Futexa. Futexa's taking up quite a bit of space on the map, but I think Concha is not. What's the Concha worth? 2.35. Ooh, the hell? Yeah, I keep leaving my frickin' thrusters on. I don't mean to. It's getting to be a habit. Come on. No stranger to docking, of course, because we used to do it with our ship launch fighters. So hey, that's a question, guys. When you're playing Elite, if you're going into combat and you have a ship launched fighter, okay, do you prefer to be the ship launched fighter pilot, or do you prefer to stay in the mothership, or do you mix it between the two? I haven't done any ship launched fighter combat for a while, actually. Yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, it's interesting to see what other people's preferences are on that one. I think from what I remember, I've tended to stay in the mothership most of the time, and just let my guy in the thing in the SLF do his thing, because he's better at keeping the SLF alive than I am, and you know, I think it's a nice way to help him rank up maybe a little bit quicker. So yeah, for me, mainly in the mothership as opposed to in the ship launch fighter. Okay, so we have Conch. Oh, we better focus on the thing. Oh my god. There. Now, can we get Frutexa in that area? We can. Right, Frutexa is in all of those areas that we can see there. You flick between the two. Yeah, I mean, I have done both. I have been in the ship launch fighter, but sometimes I mess it up and I don't last very long. I tend to get blown up. That 3D printer needs to be on standby the entire time. Come on, turn into it then. Oh Christ. You think it's not going to slow down? Stop! Stop. Are we too low now? No. Okay, that's surprising. 500 something meters. It is good. Oh yeah, good practice for fixed weapons. That's right, they're all fixed, aren't they? Yeah, good point. All right. Main engine's off. And ping that scanner. So Conch kind of grows halfway up these hills, doesn't it? And Frutexa could be down at the bottom, I'm guessing. I think Concha kind of grows halfway up between ground level and like the top of a hill or something. If there's a fold somewhere halfway, it'll be there. And then you can get the Frutexa growing up here, or I think down at the bottom in the valley, so to speak. It varies. Let's just stick to maneuvering thrusters, shall we? Now this is a very small map we've got to play with here, a little small patch of map, so maybe get a bit lower and let the scenery kick in, because I haven't done that. It's too high there for a minute. I don't know whether the scenery is rendered. Now it has. As you know, if it doesn't render, no plans. Do you know that game we played the other day? If you were there and in on it, that game, In and Out, that quiz game in the puzzle game in the rooms and stuff. Well, it got a little 7 megabyte update today, which I know doesn't seem like a lot. And on Steam, it wasn't saying what the update was for or what it was doing. My God, we're on a steep slope here. But I was wondering if the update, because it's only 7 megs, is probably a new batch of, let's call them questions, Yeah, puzzles, a new batch of puzzles. Look how this thing just... Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, I thought we were on a really, really steep slope, but no, it's okay. Right, Frutexa first, I guess. Concha's going to be elusive, is it? I suppose. Can we get one of the sides? I'm not jumping up. Right, and Frutexa, thankfully, only 150 meters away for the next one, so should be, if there's any more around, like there. But I wonder if that one, if we scan the back one of that one, whether it'll be enough to get the back end of that one as well. Let's find out. Now, can I land here? If not, I'll have to run up the hill, but I'll see if we can. It's quite versatile, so we'll see if we can land it. It seems to want to. Yeah, no problem. I haven't tested this thing on like a banked surface, you know, a smooth banked surface like this, so I'm not really sure where its limits are in terms of, you know, what's its limit on the slope. But maybe one day we'll find out. Okay, so the question is, oh, we might be in luck, guys. That looks like it's more than 150 meters, doesn't it? There we go. It's those. Yes, baby. Right, as I can't recall this, I'm going to have to take it with me. I don't have summon mode on this. So what we can do, I was going to say just reverse it, but seeing as the way the ground is, that's probably not a good idea. No, that's slow. Okay. And there's even some on the hill there. Oh, whoa, awesome. This is perfect because we've got Concha right next to it. Right next to the third and last scan of this one. Perfect. Couldn't be better. Two separate genuses. I'm a genus. Right. Concha. Still sounds like an Italian dish. Oh, I'm really full now. I've just had a plate of concha labiata. Beautiful it was. Yeah, especially when they're close like that on your last scan of the other one, right? And the other one's right there to be done. So you get the last scan of one and the first of the other straight away. Perfect. Is that some more over there? It is. I thought I recognized you. Now, sometimes it's good to have a look around as well, see if there's anything more, but yeah, like there. So again, Concha 150, right? So we've got some over to the left. That means I want to scan this one that's furthest to the right. You with me? And to give us hope of being able to scan the other one. And if the other one is doable after this, then I could run over there. I don't need to take the thing. But I think what we'll do on this one is, yeah, this is the same as what we found on the other planet, so it's pointless doing this. Yeah, I might take a run over there on foot, and 150 meters, meh, it's nothing. Gravity is 0.078, so we can be leaping and bounding and jumping and humping. Well, maybe not humping, but... So we'll do this one first. Yeah, I know, running, it's old-fashioned, right? There we go. The back ones. So let's put this away. Actually, it's pretty slow when you do this. Running and running and running and running, running and running, running and running, running. Do 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 do. So far on the system, 59.85 million. Still have to, yeah, that's what it's going to be, 59.85 after we scan this last one. Yep, confirmed. I can just scan the nearest one. You can run faster without the tool in your hand. Perfect. And the other scan was actually 227 meters away. So that fell in really quite nice. Looks like I've got two ships, doesn't it? I mean, they need to change the icon for the Nomad, I think. My other one is like up there, but I think they need to change it. Especially when you've got your ship hovering. Okay, that is this planet. Done. How long did that take? What, just over 20 minutes? That means if we do the other three, we're looking at an hour. Because the other three are exactly the same. But body total, 29.92, exactly the same. However, this next one is more because it doesn't miss out any of the listed 5, because this 3D has got 5 bios on it. So the stratum will be there, which means we'll be getting 7.35 million, which totals to something like 36 point blah, 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 yum, yum, million. Yeah, 36 million. Yeah. So we'll definitely go to this next one, because it's got the most. And probably it's going to be that 3 of the 5 bios are going to be in the same map, and then hopefully the other 2 are in the other map. I mean, hopefully, right? Hopefully. What do you mean? Why is it always pointing at you and hard points out? What does that mean? Oh, why is it always pointing at you? And oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the hard points is because it's treating it like it's a ship launch fighter, and you use that in combat, so it treats it. But yeah, it should remember. It should only put the hard points out if. Or the hard point should only be out if you put them out in the first place. Like it shouldn't be messing with it, you know. But I think it's a case of if you take the SLF out, maybe you go out in it, for example. Well, you don't go out in it, but you control it, right? As you go out, it puts the hard points up, and maybe that is a little flag to tell the your AI co-pilot to engage in combat. And then what Frontier have not done is differentiated between the ship launch fighter and the Nomad. Obviously we don't need hard points out, and especially, why are hard points coming out when I have no hard points? I don't have hard points, right? No. I mean, I don't know, is a repair input considered a hard point because it's in its own separate? No, they shouldn't be. It's weird. It's weird. Right, we're done here, so let's super cruise, and then our little widget will inform us that B and C are gone and should only display D, E and F. So that D is the one with the 5 bios. So let's get there. Oh my god, my side is aching. Mind you, it's been aching for about 6-7 days now, so what's new? Maybe I should sit differently. I do tend to sit kind of, what's the word, leaning to my left, so maybe I'm stretching that right side a bit much. Or it's some other issue. But it looks like, as far as the overlays go, guys, it looks like we've got them in a stable working scenario, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it should be turned around. Like when you request docking, it should spin itself around or something. All right then. Nuclear war. Okay, so we've got Baki on that map, Stratum on that map, and Tussock on that map. All right, so we can go to either of them. So Stratum, Tussock, Bacteria on this map, and then Concha. Uh-oh. Concha and Bacteria. Oh, that's all right. No, that's all right. Sorry. Bacteria, Stratum, and... okay, so Frutexa. Concha. Yeah, we're good. Frutexa and Concha. All we have to do is go to the Concha map, and then Frutexa will be there as well. And then on this one we just go to Stratum, and we've got Tussock and Bacteria. So it's only one journey back up into the stratosphere to come back down again. If there is a stratosphere. On a no... Oh no, well, we have got an atmosphere, so yeah. Bring her in, Captain. Oh, how did you get on, Bumblebee? Hi, Andy. Spent all of my Claude credit on trying to. Yeah. Well, I'm on the Pro one. I mean, I've been using Claude a little bit last few days, but I haven't. It hasn't told me that I was near the credit limit or anything. But I only have to wait a few hours if I am. Yeah, and then I had to spend even more again. Oh, bollocks. I had to spend even more again on say intentions. The AI ATC thing. That's like, what was it now? Like is it like 18, 17 euros a month for that? That's heavy, man. That's a big chunk. And then they want more for the V3 voices. I can't stretch that far. I'd literally need to get... Not that I'm fishing or anything. Well, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, I came out of glide too slow, so... I wonder, can we get the... Okay, we're 40 kilometers up. We can deploy from here and then have the ship come down. We're 40 kilometers up here, 37. This thing should be considerably faster coming down. I've never brought this Nomad up this high. Now there's a screenshot. I guess we just risk it and dive it to the ground. See how many kilometers we cover per boost. So we'll boost on 25, I guess. Yeah, I do it all the time, Bumblebee. I've done that so many times. Because I'm so used to just getting in the ship and just taking off and going. So you jump in the Nomad and you think, oh yeah, this is the ship. And you try. And it's only when you hit Super Cruise and you think, oh, wait a minute. That's not going to work. I'm in the Nomad. Been there, done it. Been there, done it. There was one time I did it the other way around. Landed the ship thinking I was in the Nomad. Oh yeah, I can do it all. Yeah, you name the mess up, I'll have done it at some point. Everything possible on this channel. Everything. My ship is 16 kilometers away. Now, it's probably either better to dismiss it or just hope it's... Let's just stop the Nomad a sec and see if it's coming in. Is it catching up to us? Yeah, it is, but it's way up there. It's coming. It's coming down. By the time... Oh, she's all the way up there. Look at that. By the time we get the scanning done here, she'll be down to normal ground level. Oh, well, a normal level from the ground. By the time I get to Phoenix. You know what I was gonna go live with today instead of this? But probably would have only had like 4 people watching. I was gonna go with American Truck Sim. Because I've got states on there. Louisiana I've only done a bit of, and Illinois, which I have, and I haven't even been there yet. So, ooh, that would be cool. An overlay for American Truck Sim. What you're carrying, when it has to be there, your mileage. I wonder if it can do all of that stuff. Yeah, I know. I really need. We need to do American Truck. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. And I've got some AI Suno songs. One that's actually about trucking, and another one called what's it called now? Dirt and Diesel, or Diesel and Dirt or something. Which I can play while I'm trucking. That would go really well, and yeah, because I'm on the paid plan of Suno, I literally own the rights to the songs anyway. So, but it's written a couple of cool ones, man. Since yeah, I haven't just been doing the silly Frontier ones. I'm sure Frontier will be ever grateful. Well, look at this little mishmash of stuff. You know, I haven't tried SimHub overlays for the truck sims. Yeah. Haven't even seen them. Which, be interesting to see what Claude can do with it, though. It's been 30 years I've been a trucker. And I'm a really handsome driver. Right. I could play you guys the very beginning. Like when I say beginning, I mean like really, really the beginning of one of the songs, just so you get an idea of how deep it is. So one of the songs is called 18 Wheels in the Dark, which is like about, you know, truckers. It's a little tribute to all the truckers. Which is the deep one? I think it's Diesel. Dust and Diesel. Yeah. I'll play it for you in a minute. Just the very first line. That's all you're getting. And you're probably saying, thank Christ for that. The HOTAS overlay? Oh, have we now? Has Stratum been missing from all the planets so far? No, we've already had it in this system. Bow, bow, wow. All right. I hope you guys have got some decent bass. Here we go. Oh, that is deep, man.
Sun goes down behind the water tower.
That's all you're getting. It's really good, actually. It gets really deep. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a real deep voice. And it, my God, it vibrates my subwoofer. Yeah. If you get down to the, because my subwoofer's on the floor, if you get down to the level of it, it really booms. Yeah. Dust and Diesel. Yeah, I think the line is something like dust and diesel in my lungs. All that stuff, because like the guy's been a trucker for 30 years or something. And then, but it's not a fully trucker song. It mentioned it at the beginning, but it doesn't really mention anything to do with it after that. And so I did a dedicated trucker song, 18 Wheels in the Dark, which is like the whole thing is related to like the experiences or the life of a trucker, a US trucker mainly more than here, because you can't really compare the two. You know, over there they got the big 18-wheel rigs and, you know, all that. It's part of America, isn't it? It's the Americana stuff. Over here we've got Asda and Amazon trucks. So Asda and Morrison's and Safeways, and it's not the same. Anyway, yeah, so Stratum done. What was on this as well? Tussock and Bacteria. Oh, don't we have Tussock close by? Oh, there's no way I'm getting that low. Tussock Tower on the water tower. Right, there it is. I also got it to write a. You know how a lot of I like country music as well. So I haven't listened to it for a while, but a lot of country songs, like they're all sad and it's all like stereotypical sitting on the porch swing playing my guitar and all that typical nonsense. I'm not into that stuff. And yeah, it's always about sad stuff. So I got Claude to write the lyrics for a good upbeat lyric-y country song. And it did one called A Good Kind of Day, and the chorus is catchy as frick, man. It's really catchy chorus. Like if you play it a couple of times, you'll be singing along with it. Yeah, it's really good. It did some good lyrics. It did mention porch and stuff like that, so I scrubbed that and I changed the words because I'm not having porch and porch swing and any of that stuff in my lyrics. It's enough now. Porch isn't that important, country singers. No one cares about your damn porch. Tussock number 2. Is this Tussock 3? It is. Tussock's Revenge. Another sequel. What do you think that is behind the chair? Is that extra, like emergency oxygen? Or is that the air needed to bring up my inflatable co-pilot? Right. What else was here? Bacteria. We have a hit. A very weird signal, isn't it, for the bacteria? Like it's all flickery and quite large until you get there. Oops, where are you going? I think landing on bacteria should degrade your hull faster. Warning, hull degradation. Like, don't land on some certain bacterias. Scanning for greens. Which, when you're looking for stratum, you're exactly doing that. Looking for greens. Space cabbage and space cucumber. Well, I guess we have to move around. Nothing in the vicinity. Okay, let's just wait for the terrain to pop. It has to. I mean, the stratum is there, but there we go. I don't trust it otherwise. It's a horrible thing, isn't it, having to do that? Wait for the terrain to render so you can get the plants coming in properly. The stratum was there because it was spawned in earlier. But some don't, some appear with the landscape. Let's see if we can demonstrate it. Depends where I land, I suppose. If we boost. Okay, so now we're seeing nothing. So I wonder if any stratum will pop in now. When the terrain renders. Let's see. Has it rendered? There we go. It's rendered now. That just came in. Oh, we've got a bacteria up front. Right, we have one more bacteria then. And then on to the Concha Putexa. That'll be fun. And then we can clear off from here. And then we're halfway through. Well, we're more than halfway, but halfway through since I started the stream. Oof. Minus 44 temperature. Is that me in the shade or is that outside, like in the sun? Let's find out. I'm in the sun now. 24? Wow. That's a bit of a difference, isn't it? Inside the ship? Well, inside the ship it should stay 24 now. In the shade... Am I actually in the shade? I think so. No? Not going to change? What if I go under this bit? 44. Wow, that's a 15-degree difference just about in the shade. It does vary, doesn't it? It's not like because it's 15-degree difference in the shade here, it's going to be the same elsewhere. Nope. It's very different. Yeah, so we're docking then. Ship's come down to its level now. Right, full engines. Upside down. Be above the ship. Off the thrusters. Spin it around. I should have come off earlier. Never mind. Yep. Well out. Yeah, should have come off the thrusters earlier. But it's fine. Okay. Right, so we'll target a Concha spot and then we'll take a look at that, flick it over to Putexa, make sure Putexa is there, and then we'll get down on that. Get down on it. Conch. Right, anything? Conch. Yep, Putexa covers it, right? Putexa covers it. So we go to Concha. Bloody hell, which one was it? Does it really matter? Right, let's just look at it again. I'm certain it's fine. Right, being on the 0 here gets us the fastest speed. And did I go too far? Just a wee bit. Got way too much speed now. Let's just cancel that run. Go around. Tilt. Pitch. Point. Now I want to just twist it around a little. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable here, guys, with this pain of mine. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if it's because I'm sitting down or the way I'm sitting or what, but it's been bothering me for a few days, but not like this. Yeah. We found the limit. Yeah, I can't even walk up there. Right. Are we enough that we can get this third one? Yes, baby. Come to me, Concha. And I think that's protector behind me as well. Again, handy. Nope. Ran out of juice there. Nice. 2 more protectors. Planet done. I'll tell you what, my exobiology rating is going to be decently increased, but I wouldn't mind having the cartographic as well. But we have widgets to help us with that too. So hopefully we'll be all right. Right, we need more. Oh, ask and ye shall receive. Yeah, you don't get these at Interflora. Okay. Just the one more then. System total so far 96 million. That's not too bad, is it, I guess? I mean, it sounds nice, doesn't it? But if I only scan one stratum tectonicus, it would double that amount instantly. Think of that. The value of the tech. The tectonicus. Planet complete. Woo! Right, let's see if I can do a better job this time. 4 pips to throttles, aiming for the over the top. Should be closer to you as well. Disengage 600 meters away. Okay. I just invented the 600 meters right now just to see if it would work all right, and if it not, I can adjust on the next time. But yeah, 600 meters seems to be okay. Just figuring out a pattern. Right, now then, if I jump to... So the last 2 planets have only got 4 bios on them, and that will be E and F, and now E is closer. It was F before, but now it's E, so off we go. So whichever we scan next, whichever planet we scan next, it's going to take us over the 100 million. I've noticed every time we've jumped to the next planet, it's always been behind me. It's never like, you know, in the same viewport. Oh yeah, I know, I realized. It was a short trip, I should have disengaged earlier. That's fine. Yeah, this is the thing, I guess, when you've got multiple planets in the same system with multiple bios, is they're all bloody the same. So obviously this part does get a little bit repetitive, but it's how it is. I mean, if it was a different system with a different planet with different bios, the procedure's still the same anyway. So we're looking at Tussock. No, forget Tussock for now then. Bacteria and Tussock share. Yeah, let's do Bacteria Tussock first. They're sharing. And then Concha and Frutexa, we know they can share. So we just have to find some Concha and Frutexa will be there too. Just like last time. Decelerate quicker. Cut that short, Jesus. Oh, sorry, cut it tight, I was going to say. Yeah, cut that one tight. But it's fine. Damn. I don't know if maybe it just doesn't register, but when I launch out of the ship there, I always kill the throttle. Maybe I'm doing it too early because it didn't register at all. And I've noticed that happen a few times. Yeah, maybe I need to be clear of the ship first before it recognizes that I've pressed it. What the hell's that? Oh. Well, bacteria is going to be first this time. Ah. No. Really? Wow. Okay. Maybe I should have done a truck sim. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll switch it. Okay. Get this system out of the way. Oh damn, this will have been a good last scan. Bacteria's come over here to talk to the other things. All right. I was going to say, I wonder if we could just, on the last planet, see if we can just speed run it. See how long it takes to do the entire planet. Like literally race it. Just try and do it as fast as possible. It's the searching where we're going to get... so the time would be from release from the ship to docking. That'd be an interesting thing. To look at the draw a lot, you know, how quick we'll find the planets and whatnot. Oops. Yeah, oh, sorry, I got curious there. See, you couldn't do that on a speed run. Oh, I didn't let the animation finish. What an idiot. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, so yeah, go on, get back to this. Up front, there. That's where we need to go next. Wait a minute, I'm going to refresh here. Because this can't be, surely. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Okay, right. This is how we'd have to speed run. Just slam the thing to the ground. Like a Phoenix Airbus. I'm practicing. Oops. I could have requested docking, but it would be a bit early. Well, we're one scan too early for that. Because after this scan, after this one, we'll be going up. Oh, wrong way. Come on, ship. Jesus, it does not like responding to the go up vertical thrusting. Yeah, you're not going to land on there, are you? This would be no good for a speed run. We've just blown like 20 seconds, I think, off what it should have been. But then again, I say, you know, from release of ship to docking, do we then stop the clock in between going back up into Super Cruise and coming back down again? Right, I guess I'm going to have to try and get as close to the ship as possible at 0 degrees. That seemed a bit better. You need to be heading towards the ship upside down at 0 pitch. And then at 600 meters, just flip the thing round on maneuvering thrusters only. And yeah, trust the rest to luck. Don't forget the hard points. Right, Concha we need. That's the map we want now. Pretty sure wherever Concha is, Frutexa is going to be. I'm pretty confident I can say that. So let's map Concha. Oh, now is there any? Or do we need to get higher? Oh, bugger. It's a good thing this isn't the speed run then. Okay. Bloody hell, Concha, where are you? Is there any at all? See, where there's Concha, there's Frutexa, but where there's Frutexa, there isn't Concha, necessarily. Oh, there, in the crater. God. There we are. I'm not even going to look for Frutexa. I know it's here. I know it is. I'll trust it. Jesus freaking hell. Okay, so the longest edge is this way, so we'll go in this way. Don't drop. God, that was so close to dropping. I think it's going to now. This is going to be tough. Go on. This is going to be a tough glide. Oh, it was a tiny little dot, Selim. Tiny. Well, from up there it was. So what we'll do is we'll head in on the long, you know, where the length of it is longest. And we'll take a note of the heading. So the heading, let's call it 65, and it starts actually in the crater. So let's get the old Nomad out. Right, this time I pressed twice to cancel the engines. Right, let's start from this. We've got a tiny space to run around in, and we have to pick up 6 samples from within here. Both items have a 150 meter range, so we have a chance. We need to get lower down. And what did I say? 65 to 65 heading? Okay, well, in that case I need to be further over this way. Okay, alright, you can hold. I need to find stuff like, oh, hello. Yep. Let's get this fella. Okay. Okay. let's just forget that happened. These things can happen. That, you know, the polygons are only one-sided or something. I don't know. Now we need the next one, close as possible. And there it is. Can you imagine just going into this weird restaurant and yes, I had the Concha Laviata, and my friend here had the Tussock Penatis, both pasta dishes, and for dessert we both had Frutexa. We steered away from the Bacteria morasis though. Didn't fancy that. Right. We have another Plantage there. But is there by any chance, by any happenstance, one more Concha in the area that I can pick up on? Hey Garfield! Never miss a stream, but it's been a while since I caught you live. Ah, cheers buddy. Yeah, nice to see you again. Just looking for some Plantage, hopefully in the air. I guess we'll have to come back. We'll come back this way. We don't have that big an area to go at. No, I think we got the edge of the, like here. I think that's where we got the edge of the map, the blue map thing, right? So what we can do is go from there and then just, you know, go back the way we came, kind of deal. Is there going to be a third Concha in this area? Because if not, oh my god, we'll have to go somewhere else. I hope it's not this bad on the last planet. Wait. Let me just see if the terrain's rendering here, or needs rendering. There we go. Bastards. See, I already see the third sample, but it's like, did we just fly past it? Because the terrain wasn't rendered in? But yeah, it's over here. Oh, I mean, I see that group there, but I was actually looking at that one. But okay, we'll go here. Yeah, I think that was just not having the terrain rendered in that was causing that. Right, labiata, that's to do with lips. And if you look at this, well, I don't need to say any more, do I? Right, we need to find 3 Frutexas. Orange Exa, Apple Exa, and Pineapple Exa. Probably, I'm not going to test that because I would lose all of my data, all of my genomics data. But yeah, probably, yeah, I think he would respawn back in your ship, and I think you get another couple of nomads, and that's it. Right, so it was 65 to come here, 65 heading, and if we had 180 to 65, let's call it 200 to 65, you get 265, but we only wanted to add 180, so tick 20 off, so 245, so we go to 245, and that gives us a heading on the way back, more or less-ish. That's my calculation anyway. That's how I do it when I'm working out the runways on the plane, if I want to run parallel to a runway. It's 180 degrees the other way, right? So I always add 200 and then take 20 off. It's just frickin' easier. I'm not Rachel Riley. Right, we'll get the, if we're heading, yeah, the heading doesn't come up on the visor quick enough. Maybe we can put our heading on the widget. Where's 60? Oh, sorry, no, it's not. It's 245, isn't it? So if we're facing 245 here, there, then the furthest one away from that would be, oh, I don't know, I guess this little fella. Let's scan him in, and then we'll see where we are. System total now, once we've scanned the Frutexer in, will be 126.5 million, and still 1 planet to go. So it is going to be about 150 million. Because it's going to be another 29.92 on the other one. So yeah, 150 something million, which is not too bad. Hello. Right, again, we'll just get the one that is nearest to us, which I guess either of these ones, the one on the left or the one on the right, doesn't really matter. They're both about the same-ish. So either this guy or that guy, but I'll go for this one. That looked like a jump, but it wasn't. Alright, now then, we should be able to get the last one. There it is. Slam it down. Request docking so that the ship can get itself ready. bring the right tool out instead of the wrong one. Figure out where you landed. This planet is done. All is good in the world. Right, let me just want to check something, guys. One sec. Okay, right. Oops. I forgot I did it. Welcome to Rustyville. 400 meters? It's right here then. Don't land so close to me. All right. Sweet. Sweet as a nut. So, Planet F, one more to do. And then we're out of here. We can escape the system. Apparently, guys, I am carrying 1.08 billion of EXO data, which last time we handed in at the fleet carrier, we were carrying 1.12 billion. So we're going to be soon getting past that amount, and we still have 111 jumps to go to get to the next fleet carrier. And that is using the proper routing with jet cones and everything. That's not economic. We were on the economic route for a little while, you know, just making very small jumps, 11 light years or 20 light years. Hello, the exobiology app. Yeah, it's not just exobiology, it does other stuff. We've got the ship information and whatever at the top. It's got some bounty hunting, and it lists your missions and your notable planets as well, such as Earth. It doesn't have a name. Maybe we should give it a name. It's one that I created with AI. I've created it myself. I'm going to release it now. I haven't decided completely yet, and don't slam me for this one, but I might release it for channel members and patrons first. You know, because it's only fair they get like a perk of that, and then after a short space of time we'll get it out there for everybody. I may do it that way. I haven't fully decided yet, but it might be that way. So yeah, I think that might be an idea, just to give the people who've been supporting me all this time a bit of a thank you. If they want it, that is. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Beta, yeah, exactly. They'll come back to me and say, hey, this is a problem, that's a problem. Can you add this? Can you tweak that? Can you change this? Yeah, I use it as feedback as well. And then when it goes fully public, we'll have maybe a bit more polished version. Wait, what am I doing? Are we done? Yeah, we're done. So yeah, you can become a member or a patron, and you know, you can grab it. Maybe I'll try and get it out this coming week for that. Yeah, that's another thing I need to add to this. Obviously, if I do any additions to it or any changes, then you guys will be informed of updates, and you know, you'll be given the key or the link to grab it, to grab the updates. So yeah, I think a CG one would be a good thing to add to this. Like the moment you sign up, it like pops up and it lists you your progress. What it can maybe do is grab the information from Inara you know, on how much value gets you to top 75, top 50, top 25, and then it can put that on the screen and it can tell you how much more you've got to do to get to each rank. Talking of ranks, what was my hotkey for that? Control Shift R? Control Shift R, surely, you know? No. Control Alt R? Yeah, Control Alt R. Mine's off the screen a little bit for some reason. I need to move it in a little bit. But yeah, there's all my ranking details. It fits on the screen for you guys, but not for me. It seems to be a little bit off. But yeah, all your ranks there and everything. And that's brought up with a hotkey. We can do the same for the CG one, I guess, because you might not want it up there all the time. So, wait, what? Oh, okay, first discoveries, I was going to say. 1,265 first discoveries. And I believe that is since we last handed in cartographic data. Yep. Body scanned is also the same. Bodies mapped, that's up cartographic as well. Yeah. So when we hand in cartographic, that should reset to 0. Untested. I need to get to the fleet carrier to find that out. And then with the exobiology coming up, it tells you the stats on that screen. And that'll get cancelled when you hand in genomics. But yeah, we'll definitely get the overlay out into the wide world. Surface scanner. I'll put a video out at the same time to let people know it's released, and there'll be a link to the download and also to the video that demonstrates how to install and use. And you don't need OBS for it. It is an OBS plugin essentially. Well, it's a market connector plugin which I use for OBS, but you don't need OBS for it. You can have it on your screen. I'm not vouching for... Oh, hello. I'm not vouching for its stability though, but it's working okay here. Stratum bacteria and tussock on the same map. So it's 3, and then the odd one out is Frutexa. Fair enough. What's that got, Steam? The overlay thing? Yeah. Yeah, it was. I just wanted to... Initially it started out, I just wanted to see if I could do it as a project. And then I only wanted that information that's at the top of the screen. That was all, really. And then it kind of developed from there. Things got a little bit out of hand. See, the widget changes by itself from notable planets to exobiology. Does it all on its own. It's switched to exobiology now. So all that system total and body total and all that, and carried value, scans taken, that should all get wiped out once we cache in. And then once you cache in at genomics, everything is zeroed. You cache in at cartographics, everything should be zeroed. I haven't tested it, but that's what it should do. And then anything you do after that will then get added to these widgets until you cache in again. So that's how it should work. Until I land in a fleet carrier though, I'm not going to be able to test that out. If somebody has a fleet carrier in the area, with genomics on it and you want to bring it over, well, you can, but you've got to keep up. No, it's probably best I do it at the DSSA one. I wouldn't cash in my cartographic on a fleet carrier anyway, because I'm not taking the 25% hit. It's too much. Too much. I don't mind taking the 25% hit on the money, but that's going to affect the ranking. If I knew that the 25% tariff wasn't going to affect the ranking, only the money, then I would cash it in at a carrier. I don't mind then. Cash and carry. Yeah, then I wouldn't mind. But I'm not giving up 25% worth of rank. No. Nope. No sorry, bobbity. Ain't gonna happen. Not on my watch. Or on my clock. So stratum isn't the one that's crossed out on this planet, which means it was Concha, right? Yeah, Concha. Concha has left us on this one, being replaced by stratum. 133 million we're up to now on this system. It won't be till we get the first scan on the last species or genus that we do. I'm sure. I just want to, let me just check something. Let me just Google-ize something a minute, because I just want to question Elite Observatory Corp. I'm not saying they're wrong. Which is the largest biogroup? Ah, okay, they did get it right. Okay. Yeah, so genus is the larger biogroup or biological classification. So the bottom classification is species, right? So stratum is the genus, Tectonicus is the species. It's the species of that genus, right? Up from that is, so it's species, then up from that is genus, then family, then order, then class, then phylum, then kingdom, and then finally domain, which would be something like www dot. How did we get from a bacteria to a website? How does that work? No, I'm just being silly. Right. Did I land near the third plantage, or I've lost myself now as being silly there, and I've lost where I am. And then, of course, you have not only domains in the web world, but you have subdomains as well. Like maps.google.com. Maps is a subdomain, isn't it? That's it. Stratum is done. Who's next? Who's next on the list? Come on, somebody light up in green. Three items here. Yep, you were first. Little baby bacteria. So we'll do that one. Huh. I guess we're on top of it. Yes, we are. Hey, if we're on top of it, can we scan it from inside? Yeah. Scanning the floor. Trimetallicum. And whatever else it's made of. What are we doing? Backy. There we go. Bacteria. The rear entrance to a cafeteria. $12 billion credits for Elite 1. Wow. Yeah, because we did like $1 billion. Got it. We hit Elite, and then it was like 0% Elite, as if like we just, you know, like we just made it. Like there was no overlap, because sometimes when you rank up, there's a bit of an overlap. But yeah, 12 million. I mean, here's 12 billion. We've got our first billion, so only 11 more billions to go. It's probably the, well, maybe the same to get to Elite 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. 12 billion a time. I know in combat it goes slower and slower each time, because you need more and more each time, but I don't know about Exo though. But yeah, just going to keep pushing, doing my exploration stuff. And that is bacteria. So now we've got one more on here, tussock. And then we go up into the skies, come down again, grab the Futexa, and then we can leave this system. Whoa. Bloody hell. Talk about stopping on the nose. Yeah, I don't know the longest I've been out. I think 6 months was the longest I was out on the Rusty Goes East tour. It felt like longer though, to be fair, but I don't know. On the video, on the part 40 video, it does say, I think, at the beginning of the video, the video we did of all the screenshots and stuff. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it says 6 months on that. We've been out here longer than 6 months, haven't we, already? Because I took a rest from John Beamer for a while in the former Dying Rift. God, how big is this forest? Bloody hell, I might be able to get the last 2 scans right here. If I get the furthest one back, which is that guy, I think. Any further? No, we'll get that guy. Who knows? Who knows? There might be another one right in this forest I can do. If we're lucky. See, 5, I press key 5 for the tool and key 3 to disembark, and sometimes I get it the wrong around. I press 5 and it takes me to a side menu there. Yeah, there's one here. Where is it? There it is. Look, it's in its own little ball of polygons. It's not very rounded, but okay. So let's get second sample from this. And can we get the third one from that lot? Oh my god, how many? We only need 150 meters. Nothing's lighting up in green though. Really? Nothing? What about that guy at the end? Near the stratum. Oh, thank God. So how far away are we from the other one? 202 meters. Oh, okay. So we had a few. We could have stopped earlier. Oh, there you are. Look at all this lot. You know what? What I need to build into this overlay. Actually, it doesn't make any difference, does it? Not for you. Because the program I use to display it on the screen, what it doesn't have, which I really wish it did have, was a toggle hotkey to turn everything off and on so I could just take a screenshot. I mean, it doesn't matter because I've got them floating in space, the widgets floating in space at the moment. But if I had a toggle key to turn it all off, it would turn off in OBS, which would therefore turn it off on my screen as well. So maybe like a master toggle key for everything, or just taking screenshots. That would be fine. Battlezone, how are you liking your Caspian build? I love it. It's great. No, I'm good with it. Absolutely. Yeah, no changes. At least I don't know of any that I would want to do. Yeah, I'm good with it. It's got a great jump range. I've got everything that I want. Yeah. It's awesome. It's up there somewhere. I don't know. She's up. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Yep. Happy with it. Good ship. I absolutely completely refused to take it on to Distant Worlds 3 because for me the Mandalay had to be the one. Mandalay is the ship in Elite with the biggest jump range right now. Right, when it's all said and done, all engineered, everything sacrificed, Mandalay's got the longest jump range of anything. So I got mine up to around the same as this in the end. But yeah, so I think that my jump range on this and the Mandalay isn't that much different. The Mandalay's hitting like 86 or 88 or something, I can't remember. I think 86. And this one, what's it doing? Where am I missing here, guys? Oh, yeah, okay. I should get on board first, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's about 84, I think, on this one. Oh, for the service? Yeah, that's a fair point. It's a fair point. Think of the millions of upkeep per week. That's a good point, actually, yeah, to be fair. I don't mind giving them the money, the 25% of my money. I'm happy to do that. Not the rank. Like if somebody said, oh, yeah, well, the tariff doesn't affect your ranking going up. It doesn't take 25% of your ranking. It just takes 25% of the money. If that was the case, sure, no problem paying the 25%. Yeah, I'd be fine with it. It's the ranking I don't want them to take. But I don't know how it works. Maybe I'll have to ask somebody from Frontier or something. I'm going to do this a different way. Approach the rear end. 600 degrees. Oh, jeez. Let's not do that again. Frickin' jeez. Okay, it gets you nicely lined up, but that's too close for comfort. Yeah. Hitting the ship really, really hits your hull and your shields and your hull hard. You can smash it onto a planet's surface and she'll be fine, but don't hit the ship. For some reason, hitting metal versus metal is different from hitting that ground there. Right, let's go get the Frutexa, and then we will have the final total. of this wonderful system that's given me so much. But yeah, no, that's a very, very fair point, Oliver. Absolutely. Yep. Yes, and of course it would help towards their upkeep. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? I actually didn't even think about that, to be fair. Right, so Planet F is still there on the notable planets list because we haven't finished it yet. Actually, it could just say one bio now. It could recognize that we've scanned 3 of them. And we've got 1 more to go, and now it just says 1 bio. I don't know, would that be better, or just keep it as the actual amount it had? Yeah, so it's still there. Once we've scanned the last bio, that'll disappear, and therefore so will the entire widget. What are we after now? Fruitex. Fruitexer. It's an easy. It's not like one of those Concha deals. Concha Rebels. No, that's Contra. Yeah. Right, so this one will end this system and we can leave. So at least there'll be 110 jumps remaining. Yeah, exodata, there's no... It doesn't affect anything. It's the cartographic data where you get the tariff stuff. But yeah, always good to hand the exobiology in on a fleet carrier. Absolutely. Like on the last one we visited, I didn't hand in any cartographic data because of the tariff. But if I know for sure that the ranking is not affected, then, or if I knew then, I don't know if it is or not, but if it isn't and I'd known about that, then I would have certainly handed it in, rather than keep it on me, you know. Right. So, let the Fruitexa begin. Wasn't there some closer? Yeah. Okay, we've got some more of the other side, so I'm going to get this fella. I think he seems to be the furthest one out. Just on the off chance that this, because we're looking at 150 meters on this. So, on the off chance that, could we have a green? Oh no, no, never mind. Sometimes it gets lucky, sometimes it don't. Yay! Riding on a ghost train. I'm pretty sure that system we've got at the top of the screen there, EW-ROB HHY B290, which is our destination. I'm pretty sure that's where the DSSA carrier is. Hopefully. It's on the map, it's green, not yellow, so it is actually, so we are here, we're by the blue, and we have to go, it's over there. So we're covering a fair distance. And the coordinates we're at now, 24,624, is from our sun. It's basically from our sun in Seoul to here in a straight line. to Earth is, sorry, to Sol is 24,690. So there's a discrepancy there because of, I think, up and downy. I don't know. Not sure. But yeah, we're nearly 25. So we're further away from Sol than the Sagittarius A is and Colonia is. Scary thought. We're a long way out. I'll have to send a message in a bottle. Send a postcard. See how long it takes to get there by second class. Second class. Post Galactica. First class, it goes back on a Mandalay postal service. Second class, one of those ADA Apex taxis. Oh, it would take forever. It would take forever with those things. We're done, guys. That's it. So, system total 151 million. No, I'm not going to say it that way. I'm going to include the word "and," because that's because it should be there. 151 million. 151.48 million. This planet was the most lucrative because of the stratum, 24.97. So now, when we get up into the skies, there should be no notable planet screen anymore. It should disappear because there's nothing notable remaining. Nothing else to probe, and nothing else to land on and scan. "31 bios across 5 moons? Jesus. That's averaging around, what, more than 6 per? What's the most I've encountered in a system? Yeah, honestly, I haven't been keeping count, but this one's been pretty good. This one we had... bing, bing, ding. So we had, as you can see on here, we've... oh no, you can't see it here. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets here with 4, 4, 5, 4, and 4. So 21 bios across 5 planets. Whether that's the most, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's not the most lucrative. We did come across one with about 3 or 4, I think it was 4 planets. The first one had stratum tectonicus, and I'm not saying the other 3 did, but 2 out of the other 3 did. So 3 out of the 4 had tectonicus on it, so you can imagine how lucrative that was. And then the 4th one, it was fairly decent as well. And then I think, I don't know how much we got from that system. Oh yeah, I do. I think it was 500 million. 500 million, which is what you see here. When it says carried value, 1.11 billion, 500 of that is from one system. Thanks to Tectonicus and all of its friends. Yeah, we were close on 500 million just from one system. And like I said, the last time we were at the fleet carrier to hand in genomics, we handed in 1.12 billion. Now we're at 1.11. So we've done that same amount again. Yeah, and the thing is, like last time my exobiology rank was the one beneath whatever this one is. I don't remember what it was now. And it was about, meh. I don't even know how to say a measurement because it's different on different people's screens, but it was about, let's say 90, no, 80, 85% full. And then when we cashed in, it just did that 15% and brought us into Elite, my very first Elite rank. So now I have the Founder's permit. But I've not handed in any Carto. And I don't know how much I'm carrying of that, but my next exploration rank after Pioneer will be Elite. So, you know, it would be nice to be double Elite, but I don't know how far I'm going to get with it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can find any more notable planets. So let's see. We're jumping into another system now, thankfully. So yeah, for those people who have hung around while I did all of that scanning in this system, thank you for enduring. Now we can leave. Yeah, go for it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? We are here. You are there. But this is here. So what are you playing at here? Sorry, I should clue you guys in, right? Because you guys probably are thinking, what the hell is he talking about now? I'm trying to figure out why the frick it's jumping me to this system when it's been told not to do that. We clearly have an A-class star in range. That's in range. That's an A-class star. The one it wants to jump me to is an M-class. Dude. M-type stars. No, no. Apply to route. Right? So you should not be including M-stars in this route. So why are you? It's not like, oh yeah, I had no choice, there's nothing else you can jump to. Oh yes, there frickin' is. Maybe not that one. You've got plenty of choices. Oh, what's this is bugged then? M-stars, it's off. Right guys, I'm not seeing things. It's off and apply filter to route. I replotted the route when we came into the game. All right, let's try it again. So let's go to realistic map so we can pop this up. Okay. So let's toggle everything off. Everything on and remove M-class. And I know this destination is in M-class, but that's different. That's different. Doesn't count. Oh, I didn't cancel the route first. Okay. All right. Toggle everything on. No M-stars. And apply to route. Go. Yeah, I don't know why it directed me to an M when there was other ones in the area. I'm trying to stay away from M because I think the A's and maybe the F's as well and the G's and stuff maybe give you better plantages. All right, so it's added 3 jumps on the little shit. All right. Star K class. Fair enough. Your landing computer just... Oh, yeah. The only time I ever used the auto docking is the big one, the Panther Clipper. And even then, it looked like it was gonna just barely squeeze through the mail slot. But when you actually look at it from outside, it's actually quite a snug fit. It's not like it's not scraping the walls or anything on the way in. Boing. Right, you see the fuel gauge turning green as we scoop at the top there. Let's get a full tank here. How many bodies came up? Oh, 14. Discovered? Nope. Nope, nobody's been here before. Right, so let's scan, see if there's any notable planets here. We'll just get away from the sun. And yeah, so nothing in the valuable regions. So don't expect any water worlds coming up. But we may have bios or terraformable planets. And that will ping the notable planets widget. Let's see. And this is good for our cartographic data. But sometimes you can scan a system like this, 14 planets, and none of them are in the Goldilocks zone. Or they're not the right type to be fertilized. Like high metal contents or something. You know, icy worlds, I don't think you don't get terraformable icy worlds, so. Can you get a terraformable metal rich? There we go, bios. High metal content, not terraformable. Got 5 bios. And we've got, oh you bastard, don't do that. Don't do that. You shit. 5 bios. Elite Observatory Corps has listed 6 of them. And one of them is Tectonicus. No, come on. Don't tell me that Tectonicus, don't tease me with that and then tell me it's gonna not be there. Don't you even. Hopefully we won't lose Tectonicus and we'll lose Tubus sororibus, which is worth 5.73 million. Maybe Tubus will disappear. Because let's face it, Stratum comes up more often than Tubus. So we'll have to see. It's the only planet, there's no terraformables here. It would have been listed on our overlay if there was. So B3, okay. Please tell me we have Stratum, because that's another 95 something million straight away. The rest of the stuff, meh, it's okay. If we get Stratum and Tubus though, well, that'll be nice, because they're the two. Stratum, Tubus and Concha are the three biggest ones here. But I'm hoping, I don't mind losing Concha or Tubus as long as we can keep the Stratum. But Stratum and Tubus would be beautiful. That would be super nice. Oh, I'm so keen to find out now. No, yeah, too hot, Andy. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, so high metal contents are terraformable, right? And water worlds. Are Earth-like worlds terraformable? Shut up. Been done already. Oh, come on. Don't keep me in suspenders. And now you're gonna overshoot. Probably shouldn't use the word suspenders and overshoot in roughly the same sentence. Just in case. You know how YouTube gets. Right. Bacteria, Concha, Frutexa, Stratum, Tubus, Tussock. Didn't we have a planet once, guys, where we had like 4 or 5 bios? Maybe 4, I think. And they were all on the same map. Didn't we have that? I know we had something like it, but I don't know if it was 3 or 4 bios that we found. And it was all on the same map, so we could do all of them in one go, which was awesome. Oh, look at this place. It looks like somebody's been licking a Malteser. Right, 2 probes. I'll name that Planet Ing 1. Yeah, I know, Oliver, that was kind of the joke. That was the joke. Right, bacteria. We've lost Concha? We've lost consciousness? No, Concha. We've lost Concha. So Stratum Tectonicus and Tubus Sororibus is here. Therefore, guys, this planet on its own with bacteria, Frutexa, Stratum, Tubus and Tussock is worth 28.37 million, but with the bonus 141 million, which is more than we got from that entire system that we just were in on 5 bodies. This alone gets us a third, almost a third more. Well, yeah, well, not a third, but you know, heading towards a third. Oops, I still needed to be on that one. Right, how many are on the same map? Stratum and bacteria can share. Tubus, yeah, Tubus can share with Stratum. Frutexa doesn't like anybody, and Tussock. Oh, this is a tough one to call. Stratum. Bacteria is not everywhere that Stratum is. Okay, bacteria and Tussock share the map. If we land anywhere on a bacteria map, we'll get Tussock and Stratum. And then I guess we'll have to figure out. Frutexa likes to live on its own, I think, unless I don't think it's sharing with Tubus. I don't think so. Right, let me just get rid of this a moment. Okay, so I want to go in this direction for the daytime. Yeah, let's get that big chunk there. You're going too quick, man. Why are you accelerating so much? Right, there we go. Body biosignals 5. And yeah, Stratum is here. 95 million straight off the bat. Right, so we have to stick to the dark parts of the brown. Really? How close did we go? Alright, so stick to the dark brown. Okay. Got the stratum laid in already, and the bacteria. $50,000 for that baby. And this is Orasus again, so I don't think we're going to get much for this, are we? Oh, how come? Oh, because it's a different color. Sage. No onion, just Just a sec. All right. You watch when I take my first scan of this one. 95 point... Oh, I can never remember what the decimal is. It'll tell us right now as it comes up. 9505. Oh, of course it is. Duh. If it's 1901 and you multiply the 01 by 5, of course it's going to be 05. Yes. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We got bacteria here, and we've got the tussock thing over there as well. I've seen all three genuses. Or is it geni? No. Oh, guys, talking about that, you know, the pluralization of stuff. I remember back in the day, probably what we'll be looking at now. I don't know what era it was. The era of the Pentium 486s, sorry, the Intel 486s and the Pentium 2. That era of computing, when McAfee used to be a decent antivirus software. Now, the two good ones from back then are shite now. So I hope you guys haven't got them installed. They're just too bloaty and they're just... So McAfee and Norton, they used to be good back in the day, but they are bloated pieces of shit right now. Yeah, they're no match for some of the other ones. But anyway, I'm digressing. Back in the day, people insisted that the plural of virus was viri, to the point where you would have virus protection software people like Norton and McAfee using the word viri in their advertising and stuff. And I thought, how was this spread? It's amazing how one person gets it wrong, spreads it, and then it even gets onto the companies. You'd think that companies would do like a little background check to realize it's viruses, it's not viri. You know, it's okay when someone gets it wrong because they're just trying to be clever and they don't realize that it actually isn't that at all. But when the virus companies are getting it wrong, I mean, something's wrong, man. Yeah, the whole viri thing. Oh, God. Yes. The whole time I was insisting to people, it's viruses. There's no such word as viri. Yes, it is. All right. Yeah. So, I'll get into that now. But yeah, that's what it was. Thankfully, it's all been fixed and corrected, and you don't see it anymore. Right, what's this? Well, this is the tussock then. All right. The other embarrassment, of course, from back then was the big Y2K panic. All your computer clocks are gonna stop. The BIOS, your BIOSes, they're all going to, when the clocks turn to 2000, your BIOSes are gonna fail and your computer's gonna get blocked. It won't be able to boot up. And then they brought out, people jumped on the bandwagon, didn't they? Marketing. Anti-Y2K this and the other, software for just fuck off. And then midnight came, 1999, to switch over into 2000, And what happened? All the BIOS clock switched over to 2000. Like nothing happened. Like it was supposed to do. It was all a big nothing. But what was the worst thing that happened on Y2K? Did anything actually fail? Nuclear power plant clocks, they're all going to fail. There's going to be nuclear meltdowns. Nothing happened, like anywhere. At least I don't know of any like major incidents that happened at all. Yeah, don't know of any. That was a fun time. People were literally panicking though. The Y2K bug, the Y2K bug. Like it was frickin' COVID or something. Oh, Jesus. Right, what's this? What are you then, if not Tussock? Are you Frutexa? What are you doing on this map then? We've got 2 Tussocks scanned, so we're still waiting another one, but this... Oh, we must have done this one. We must be in range. That's the only thing that makes sense. Guys, it bothers me when you don't chat to me back. I should let you know that. It's 2 one-way. Go back. Do it again. $100 million so far on this planet out of 2 scans. Now the other thing would be bacteria here. Okay, we have a green splodge somewhere. If it's not there, it's beyond it, so it must be down here. I'll take that one. Oops. Actually didn't mean to land there, but that's what you get when you skis it out. Yeah, I wanted to land in front of it, but it's okay. This looks so different. This bacteria Orasis, it looks so different. It's just because it's a different colour, isn't it? Because the other one was green. And this being sage, yeah, it can get stuffed. Verio Gwil, hey, how am I doing? Well, I've had better days, not many worse ones. Yeah. Getting older every day, man. More things creak, more things ache. But yeah, how is you, man? It's been a while. Right, one more bacteria, and then I think, in fact, I don't think, I know we're going to have to go up and check out the Tubus and Frutexa maps, and hopefully, at some point, there's an overlap. Yeah, because otherwise it means going up and coming down again. But it's the only planet in this system with BIOS, so, and you know, it's definitely worth doing them all. And You know, we haven't done the Tubus yet, and that's going to be worth about 26, 27 million on top of everything that we've got already. So let's go do that. So we're done on those. Ping, 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 ping. Ooh, nice. Purple. Purpley sky. No objections, Your Honor. That's a nice looking sun in the sky there. Color's looking good. See, if we'd gone to a Class M world, we would have missed this bloody Tectonicus. I'm not saying Tectonicus isn't available in Class M systems, but they probably are. But we're getting them in these non-M ones, so that'll do for me. Looks nice, doesn't it? It's nice that the transition is smooth. I am seeing radial lines though, like a JPEG, but not so much. It's actually quite smooth. And the sun, with the atmosphere, the sun, the way the sun shines, it looks cool, because the moment you go up in the sky, it just changes to normal elite sun. As let's see if we can demonstrate it. So as we leave the atmosphere, that sun should turn back to normal elite dangerous. Let me see if I can keep them in the picture here. There you go. Oh, that was a bit quick. Jeez. Oh, it's come back again. That shouldn't be happening. Right, so we'll just go up slowly, and then we'll see transitioning back to that normal. There we go. Looks boring now. Okay, so while I'm still pointing up, we have to do Frutexa and Tubus. So let's go to the Tubus map and the Frutexa. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Dee 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 dee. Right, so wherever there's Frutexa, there's Tubus, but not the other way around. So all we need is the Frutexa map, and we're covered, aren't we? Well, not really. Okay, see this here? That one. That's got both, so we'll head to that one. That's where we're going. All I need to do is find it. It's a straighty bit with a little widdly bit coming out. Right, we know this has got both, so down we go, and we're facing pretty much the right way already to do it long ways. You can pick out all the innuendo you want. So these two 5.73 plus 1.63 multiplied by 5 gives you the total when you add 105.05. So if anyone wants to do the maths, you're welcome to try. So yeah, about 255 I think will be the heading here. We'll start at the front. Right at the front. Get the car out, the flying car. Get fired out of the cannon, drop the engines, and 255. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're heading on. Okay, we have our first crop of stuffage. Now, what are we looking at in meterage? So Tubus is, wow, Tubus is 800. So I think this is Tubus here. Yeah, okay, let's do that one first, I guess. do that one first, and then the Futex is 150 meters, and it is there right in front of us. But I think if we do the more difficult one first, well, not more difficult, but the one that needs the most traveled distance, and then on the way back we can come back on 200 minus 255, which is 55, add 20 to 075. Well, we come back on a 075 heading if we need to. We probably won't even need to. So there we go, and that is valued at 28.64 million because it's first footfall. The widget knows whether it's first footfall or not. So if it wasn't, if we scan something that wasn't, it would just put the standard value on there. But it isn't. This is full blown everything. Now 800 meters we have to get, and we can already scan that far. We can already see we have some here on the edge here. Go for this load. Put it on the side, I think. Tubus, yeah, we don't come across this too often. We have come across Robust, but I don't know if we've come across it in this particular system. I don't know if no, I didn't do a composition scan on it, but I don't think it's going to yield much now that we've done this. But I'll do one now, just to see if it returns anything. Yeah, that was a fake, not fake, that was a bad takeoff. I was going to go with failed takeoff and it came out as fake. Yeah, no new traits, yeah, because we scanned it. Okay, so we need this wheel. Take the hit. What kind of atmosphere? I will let you know. Actually, that would be a good thing to put up on the top of the screen there, but it's getting too long now. I mean, because for my stream, I have latest member, latest subscriber on both sides, so I have to squash it in. But it would be nice. Maybe it can be fitted on the exobiology screen somewhere. Where it says Bioplanet First Footfalls 29. Maybe on the right hand side of that line it could put the atmosphere type in brackets. That'd be a nice one. That would be a nice little addition, actually. Because if you have that on the screen, right, you will get used to coming across certain plants like Tectonicus, let's say, or a certain other lucrative stuff. And then you start noticing, wait a minute, every time I come across a Tectonicus, it's like it's an ammonia atmosphere, or it's a sulfur dioxide atmosphere, or something like this. Because it does play a part, doesn't it? Like receptor grows on sulfur dioxide, I think. So this one is carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide. That's the thing, though. When it's okay, it would take this one. Yeah, I was going to say it takes the primary one, doesn't it? Like it wouldn't bother having on the widget. You wouldn't put both. Yeah, carbon dioxide. Yeah. Interesting. That would be a good thing to add. The atmosphere type. Because if you're watching the exobiology widget, you'll soon get into your head. It'll just happen, I think. Automatically, you'll associate certain atmospheres with certain plants, and then if you want to find Tectonicus or something, if it's a pattern, like maybe it's only carbon dioxide they grow on, maybe it's carbon and sulfur atmospheres that they grow on, and then you'll learn to target those. That kind of thing, you know. So yeah, that would be a useful information actually. In fact, maybe it should replace where it says errant marches. Maybe it should replace that. because it's not like you wouldn't know what sector you were in. But the reason that that's there, obviously I know I'm in the errant marches. Obviously I do. But that's there for people who may be just joining the stream thinking, what sector's he in? Where is he? You know. Oh, really? Yeah, so, like, I think if we look... Oh, I can't bring it up now. Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up from the seat. Not you. So I think if we go to the codex and discoveries and bios and organic structures and come down to receptor, see, on planets with atmospheres dominated by sulfur dioxide, which is exactly what I said. So there is a link between the organisms and the atmospheres, but it doesn't get mentioned everywhere. It's like some of these items, or maybe one of them or two of them, it'll tell you where about they grow. Oh, they grow on hillsides, or they grow in the valleys, and yet for every other one, it doesn't tell you anything. Like, maybe, is it osseous? It tells you, yeah. Can be found exclusively on rocky areas of planets. Good, thank you. Now, stratum's easy to find, so maybe that's why they don't tell you. But concha, it doesn't tell you where they might be. So, what I'm getting at is, not for every bio does it tell you what kind of atmosphere you might find them on. Now, that might be for a reason. It might be because they can exist in different types of atmos. Or because, I guess you have to find out for yourself. Like, why mention it for receptor and not for the others? Is it because receptor is exclusive to sulfur dioxide, but maybe tectonicus is not exclusive to carbon dioxide? It'd be interesting to find out, because they're also, if you think of it the other way around, there might be certain atmospheres where you will never find tectonicus. So maybe it will grow on, you know, atmosphere A, B, and C, but it will never grow on atmosphere type D. And you can, I don't know, with the information on the exobiology thing, you can create a little spreadsheet. In fact, I could probably have Claude create have the exobiology create a file that every time you find a plant, it creates a text file and it adds to it all the time, like a log of every plant you found and what the atmosphere was on that particular planet. And then you just get to look at that text file, and then you'll be able to sort it into, like, it could be comma separated, so you could load it into Excel, and then you could sort by atmosphere type in the columns. You see what I mean? And then you'd find out all the plants that grow on certain atmospheres. A CSV file would be very handy, and also displaying the thing here, the atmosphere here. I could do that right now. I could have Claude add that right now. What do you think? It'd be freaking handy, wouldn't it, guys? I'm sure that thought crossed my mind before, and then I just didn't bother with it. Hold on, let me just see if I can bring it up and find the conversation that I had. Oh, I know how to find it. I think Claude has a search function. Yes, baby. So, elite dangerous overlay. Now, what I'd like to do though is give it a screenshot, and so I can, of the exobiology screen, so that I can tell it. Oh yeah, gravity condition and temperature. Okay, well look, if we ask Claude, no, I'm not going to do it on this particular one. I'll ask it to add the atmosphere now. But if I tell it to do a CSV file, then we'll get it to do the plant, like the genus and the species, plus the gravity, plus the temp. Yeah, so gravity plus temp plus atmosphere. And then, you know, we'll have a little thing. Right, so I need one thing. Adding to the exo bio widget. On the screenshot, you will see the line bio planet first footfalls 29. On that same line, write justified. Justified. Try and spell it right. Try. Juxtaposed. Right, justified. Can you add the atmosphere type of the planet we are on? Now, it may ask me for a sample log file because the one we've landed on, I don't know whether it's got the atmosphere type in the log or the one that contains both. I'm just going to make it clear to it. So right now I'm on a planet that is carbon dioxide. But I'm going to call it the sub-description. Description. I'm going to send it my log file as well, but the sub-description shows carbon dioxide 99%. And what was the other thing? I've forgotten now. Oh yeah, of course it is. Sulfur dioxide. Sulfur. Dioxide. 1%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it the screenshot of the widget so it knows where to put everything. Then I'm going to send it a screenshot of the atmosphere type that you're seeing right now, where it says atmosphere type and composition. I'm going to send it that one, and I'm going to send it my latest log file. What I need, which I don't have, and I keep meaning to do it, is putting a desktop shortcut on my, you know, a shortcut on my desktop to show, to link to the frickin' profile, because I can never remember where it is. Is it in roaming or documents maybe? Frontier developments, Elite Dangerous. Absolutely, it's not that. Let's go to documents. Where's the log file, guys? Jeez. Is it in local apps? Oh, Okay, I got it. I got it. It's in C, users, and then username, saved games, Frontier Development, Elite Dangerous. So I'm going to give it my latest log file, so it'll see the atmosphere type of the one I've just told it about. So let's get that into date order. And the last log would be this one from 2 minutes ago. So add to that one. Latest log file is included, which shows the planet I'm on now. All right, Claude, go at it. Get the cogs whirring and bring me up a cup of tea for breakfast. Right, so I'm gonna put that shortcut on here now. So create a shortcut. I'm gonna just call it ed logs. There we go. Because I've been needing it quite a time. Right, so we'll leave it thinking and see what it comes back with. Confirmed, atmosphere type field exists. Now, carbon dioxide needs a space inserted for display. Oh, it doesn't put a space on there? What happens when it gets to sulfur dioxide? Now checking the exobiology dictionary area. What? Yeah, I've learned to just leave Claude to it. So I'm just going to leave it alone. That was an interesting takeoff. Did we hit the tube? I suppose if you have low gravity on these places and you stand on top of one of these, and then you jump over to the next one, and then over to the next one, so you never touch the ground. You're just going, you're just standing on one of these and going to the next one and the next one. That could be classed as traveling by tube, right? Or not? Maybe. Right. It's going through a lot of stuff. It shows me all of its thinking in the background, and it's really, yeah, because in the log it just says carbon dioxide but without the space. So I don't mind if it doesn't put the space in. I don't really care. It can just say carbon dioxide in one word. It doesn't matter to me. It don't matter. The CSV file would be frickin' interesting just to build up a pattern. Okay, here we go. It's got the file. Now shows carbon dioxide. No percentage breakdown. No, that's fine. A body with no atmosphere shows no atmosphere rather than blank. This line only appears when your footfalls count is above 0. Oh, why? It says one thing worth flagging. This line only appears at all when your footfalls count is above 0. That's the existing visibility rule for that whole line, not something I changed. So a fresh commander with no footfalls yet wouldn't see the atmosphere type either, since the line itself stays hidden. Let me know if you'd rather decouple those two. Well, I'm just going to say even a new commander who has never landed on a planet can find this information in the system map. Ah, no, but wait. That's not true, is it? Because in order to find the atmosphere, in order to get this, you need to have done a scan, right? Or at least a probe. Is it a basic scan that would get you that? When your footfalls count is above 0. After, I can't remember now, is it a basic scan? So like if you point your ship at the planet and it does a basic scan, it doesn't show the, I think it only shows you this information, what the planet materials are after a probe. So it should be available on the ExoBio screen as we descend. I'm just going to ask you, do you mean first footfall ever? Or first in that system? Or on that planet? Yeah, go weigh that one up, Claudie boy. Right, what do we need now, guys? I don't want to leave the planet until Claude's done this. So for Texa, yeah, that's... We already have the new overlay, but I'm just going to see if Claude can find some other information out. And then we'll get it up on the screen. Hopefully. On first footfall scope, it's per body, not per system or lifetime. Oh, Jesus. So it doesn't show the Atmos type after the planet has been fully probed. Okay, we have a new file now. I'm going to restart EDMC. This version includes an earlier backend change. Atmosphere type now sits on the body line, right next to or replacing when empty the first badge. Okay. All right, let me just see if it wants to generate another file now. It did version 72 and 73. I just want to see if it's going to do 74. It's okay, it found something. All right, it's saying let me fix it properly, so it's obviously going to do something else. But because I need to restart ED Market Connector, then it's not going to show on the Xbiology screen until I guess we scan the first three texts here. So let's leave that until it's done its thing. It's found a bug, it says. Sometimes you think like the easiest stuff that should be in the log file should be easy to find, but easy to find and implement, but there we go. Replace this file and fully restart EDMC. One thing worth flagging, I hate it when it says that. This fixes it going forward with a session. If a body was scanned in an earlier session, before a restart, that cache starts empty again on the restart. Same category of needs historical rebuild issue I fixed for others. I haven't built that for gravity temperature. If you hit that specific... Okay, so let's just try this version 74. Now, because of the way it's going to be implemented here... Oh, I hate it when it... Oh, there's no way. Every time I tell Windows not to sort this folder into groups, every time there's a Windows update, it puts it back again. It's possessed. Right. Right, so I was going to say, yeah, because I have to restart ADMC, it may crash my game when I refresh my widgets on my monitor. Because what I normally have to do is start all my widgets for the monitor first and then start Elite Dangerous. Yeah. Otherwise it crashes. If I do it widgets first and then the game, then I'm good. Right, so let's shut down Market Connector. Everything should go dim, and it has. Now let's restart. Right, so we got... Okay, oh, it's brought up the biology again. Right, so far it looks like your screen looks the same as mine. Okay. All right. So I think it's not going to do anything now because it's, you know, it's dependent on like the probe scan perhaps, and we've already done that for here, so it may not even do it on the Protexer thing. We'll have to wait for the next system with BIOS. What I want to do is actually no, I don't have to wait. I can just go to a planet here that's not necessarily got an atmosphere, and then just probe it, and then it should say no atmosphere, right? It'll show something. Whoops, wrong way. Okay, Frutexa, you like being like a little plant hermit? After you FSS scan? Good point. Maybe. We'll have to wait till we jump to another system and I'll find out. Because we've FSS'd this entire system already. Yeah, you might be right. I could tell Claude that and it could pick it up maybe then. It depends how the log file gets stored. Let's jump into a new system and then we'll take it out. But we have to do the Frutexa first. Nice chunky bit. Oh, so is this. To play this one a bit canny. Oof, just about. Maximum slope until we get to glide, and then we can start just easing it out. Very easy to black out in this ship. If it does pop on the screen, you guys will probably get it before Like instead of me. I don't know if I might not get it because mine might still need updating. Jock. Beef supreme. Yeah. Makes me hungry. Right. What are we looking for? Trufexar. There you are. Rooty. Are you scannable? Worth scanning? Teal. That's a seal with a cup of tea. Teal. Right. Now I'm not sure if it's going to pop up here. It depends what the trigger is. No? So perhaps it's only going to happen on the on a new system. Freaking lazy, man. Freaking lazy. I should literally just run over there. Where are you? Did I squidge past you? Oh, your little doggies. Oh. Yeah. Nice to have the dog as company, man. Let's see what happens when we jump to a new system anyway. It's just handy information to have. If it puts a space for carbon dioxide but not for the rest, I'll tell it not to put spaces for any of them. Or we'll get a list of possible atmospheres so I can have them all down ready to note. We've got sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, we have ammonia. Alright, system complete. Time to leave. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. Another two? Dog, crazy dog lady. Does she watch my stream then? I'm the rusty dog variety. Straight out on this one. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll FSS and see what happens. We'll take a note of exactly when it's done. Long head dash hunt? So get your hair cut, you lout. you know those back in the day, like in the, what was it, 80s or something, 70s, 80s, kids with the long hair. Get your hair cut, you bloody lout. exobiology screen should disappear then once we've jumped in. I'm sure it will. But here's the thing, if the information is going to appear, on the exobiology thing, we won't see it until we go down onto that planet, which is, to be fair, it's the only time we ever need to see it, really. So what, you got 3 dash-ons? Yeah, you're going to have 3? What are you going to use them, like door stops? Not door stops, freaking draft excluders under the door, sitting by the door, keeping the draft out at the bottom of the door. I'm told it's impossible. Oh, I don't even know if I should say it. Do you know what I'm going to say? What it's impossible for a dash-on to do? Oh, Rusty. Don't. Wait, does it respect the filter if you're on the real map? Does it respect this filter if you're on the real map plotting the route? That's interesting. Tell me how many jumps. 109. Okay, now cancel. Do it again. Now that we're using this map mode. If it's still 109, then yes, it respects the filter even in real mode. But normally it doesn't. I don't think anyway. So I'm expecting a different number here. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're not finding any planets now. Yeah, so I'm going to say it anyway. They say that it's impossible for a dash-on to walk down the stairs with a hard-on. Oh, I should have said erection. Damn it. Sorry if there's any younger ones watching. Ignore Rusty. They're lovely little dogs though. Dash hound. With the little legs, little tiny legs. Right, 12 bodies. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'll let you off. It's a K class. I wasn't sure, just checking it wasn't a thingy. And we also have no pre-discovered planets on here. What I mean by that is planets that were close enough to our sensor to get picked up. We've got none of that. So, what we don't want is a water world. Let's go down and pick up a high metal content. Atmosphere type, carbon dioxide rich. So, if we come out, I always want to try something here, guys. So we found one via the FSS method, right? And the planetary information is there. So yes, confirmed. An FSS scan will do it. However, I want to try a basic scan as well. So if we go, oh, it's not going to pick it up. Ah. It doesn't like just say unexplored. I don't suppose I can light up another one here. Not going to show any, is it? No. So the only way to find the planets is literally I'm just letting Claude know. I've just told it, it's revealed when you FSS scan the bodies, if that helps. Ah, it says that's exactly the mechanism I traced and fixed in version 74. Okay. Right, so all we need then is... Well, we do need BIOS. I mean, well, it will never show no atmosphere then, right? Because, oh no, because it's referencing footfall. Yeah, so it can show that. Okay. Yeah, so you can land on a planet with no atmosphere, therefore no BIOS, and it will show no atmosphere. It will, yeah. But is it saying that it'll only show it after the footfall, or... Anyway, there's a water world here. Whether it's terraformable or not is another matter. Let's hope there's a bio somewhere, even if it's just a bacteria. It'll be a good way to test. I want to see when it appears and all of that. Yes, we have terraformable water world. Very nice. Very juicy. Rocky body, obviously nothing on it, otherwise it would have popped up. See, so the notable planets is basically terraformables, anything of value like a water world, Earth-like stuff, terraformable or not, and anything with bios on it gets listed there. So anything where there's exploration work to be done, whether it just be mapping or exobiology, it's shown on there. We have a bio. Sweetness. And that's on 3A. Okay, so we'll target that one. Well, we don't have to target it first because there's planets that come before that. So yeah, let's find out if Claude did it or not. Would be handy info. Like, as soon as a scan is complete, just write an entry to the log file. Genus, species, gravity, temperature, atmosphere. That would be cool. But then, how long do you keep the log file for? Because that text file is going to be ever growing. It's not something I'd necessarily want to delete when I cached everything in either. Right, so 3 notable planets, 1, 2, 3A. So 1, 2 and 3A. So let's go to planet 1, which is a high metal content terraformable. Let's get that probed. It's basically on the doorstep here. Do 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 do. They can roll down. Yeah. Perfect shape for it, I suppose. We should do another, like on Discord, I think a few years ago, we had a, like if you have a pet, like a dog, a cat, or a budgie, or a goldfish or something, just post pictures of your pet, or your doggy, or your cat, and something. Right, here we are. High metal content. Terraformable. That's probably too many probes, but nevertheless, it's enough to get it all done, I believe.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Okay, done, and the body has disappeared off the widget. So next one up is the bio. Right, let's go do that, and then we have to scan the water world afterwards. Was that a perfect disengage or what? 007. Pure luck. Pure luck. No skill involved there whatsoever. Well, a little bit of guesswork, but it was lucky that the guess was right. That's what I mean. Right, so as we probe this and then go down, we should switch to the exobiology screen. And I would like to see it already on there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the atmosphere is on this one. We can find out. Should we have a look now, or? Yeah, go on, let's have a look now. Let's see what it is. 3A. So you're supposed to be sulfur dioxide with one bio. Ooh, tectonicus. Receptor. Frickin' bacteria, and we know it. Right. Come on.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Yeah, so in the bubble, for example, you could go and land on a planet with bios on it or without. Thing is, the exobiology box doesn't come up. It doesn't pop up on the screen. Oh, it never used to. I hope it hasn't changed it. Yeah, that's what I was saying before about the no atmosphere. It can't come up because it's been told not to put the exobiology box on the screen when you land on a planet with no bios on it, because there's no point it being there. So you would, and plants can't grow on non-atmospheric worlds, so you would never see non-atmosphere. Okay, I hope it hasn't messed with that logic. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to land on a landable non-atmos first and see what happens. Let's test this one and see if you get the same screen I do, or if I get the same screen as you do, really, because you'll get the updated version, and if I may or may not. It's questionable. Okay, so unfortunately, no atmosphere, which is a shame. I think, do we have to do the first scan? Oh, wait. I may have to refresh. No, nothing. Okay, thanks for waiting. Yeah, I didn't refresh the thing. Oh, it's there, sulfur dioxide. Coolio. It's put it on the same line as the amount of signals. Okay, there's plenty of room. There you go, sulfur dioxide. We got it. Now that means I have to update mine. We may crash, we may not. It depends. Alright, here we go. Right. Close overlays. Excuse me, are we still running? We are. Okay. Launch, click through. Still running. Yep, it did not crash. Yet. Okay, we're good. Alright, there we go. We have the atmosphere. Sulfur dioxide. And we're not getting stratum here or anything, so it's just freaking bacteria. So last time it was sulfur dioxide, what was it? I don't know. So what bacteria can grow here? Maybe bacteria can grow on every atmosphere. Who knows? I certainly don't. I've got no idea what the criteria is for this. It's nice to have it there, though. Nice to have the info there. Oh, it's okay. It's put first on there, and it's squeezed the sulfur dioxide across to the side. Well, I don't think the system names are going to get much longer than, or the body names are going to get much longer than that. They're pretty much that kind of length, so it fits. Sulfur dioxide, first footfall, which is obviously correct. Oh, is this Cerberus? That's my best guess. Yay! I've been doing so many bacterias. I'm on first name terms with them now. Wow, there's plenty of them here. Yeah, so it worked first time. Claude sussed it. I feel like I should say thank you to it. Oh, side? I'm sure it was one of the sides. It said, good. Glad that one's confirmed working. Let me know when the next tweak or gremlin turns up, Rusty. That's what it said. Sweet. Okay, the last one then. and we go scan the water world, and we're done here. Rough landing, just a wee bit. Little splodge of space vomit. One day I'm gonna miss that, guys. Well, what I should say is one day I'm gonna miss missing that ship, which means I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna get too close one day and I'm gonna crack into it and lose the Nomad. I can see it. So I should be maybe just a little bit more careful. Okay, so we got 8.45 million for that. So what is it? 1.69? Yeah, 1.69 million normally. So yeah, 1.26 billion now. Be interesting when we drop it in at Genomics to see how close that amount is to what Genomics says. Yes, it would be, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, we got quite a bit to go to find out. I've added an extra, what, nine jumps to the journey because of I'm bypassing M stars. But there you go. Oh, you bugger with your hard points. I wonder if the atmosphere should be a different color though. Maybe like a red or a purple or something. Something different. Or orange. Naranja. Put it in orange, just something that's different from the other text. Oh. Oh yeah, we can't leave. Sorry, yeah, body 2. So it's liquid D602. This one. Yeah. Come on. Yes, that'll do. World. What a wonderful world because it's terraformable. Don't know what the value on these things are. 3 million or something. Good night, Commander Selim. Have a good sleepy. Catch you on the next one. See if we can get away with that amount.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
It's done. And the box is gone. Sweet. what awaits us in C14.3. Only time will tell. Let's get some Scoopy juice. And all good. K-Star again.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't think we're going to get much here. Metal rich and ices, so possible bios, but no terraformables. It is what it is, or tis what tis, as I say. Go back in again. There is one thing I want to test here, though, if I can. I might have to have words with Claude if it's messed it up.
System scan.
Oh, there's a bio. Okay. So, I'm still going to test it though, if I can. So we'll come out of here. Now, this first planet is landable, but it's not atmospheric and there's no bios or nothing on it. So, I just want to pop down just to say hello to the surface and make sure that the exobiology box does not appear because there's nothing down here. So it shouldn't show up. Only on known planets with bios, that's it. Even if it was atmospheric and no bios, it shouldn't show up. That's how it has been working before. But because of this atmosphere type, no atmosphere, I'm hoping it hasn't decided to suddenly show it. So what should happen is we descend. I think the notable planets box will disappear, and that should be it. It should be just an empty area there. But I'll go through the motions. We'll probe it and go down and footfall it. Oh, that's providing it's not too hot on the surface. Now, you know, if it's too hot to get out, you can still take your SRV. What if you take the Nomad and then it won't let you exit from there and open the doors then, will it? So you can't first footfall it. Oh, I'm gonna have to be quick here, I think, unless we slow down in time. Right, so while it's messing about with that,
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface
88 to 173, that's survivable, isn't it? 173 Kelvin? Is it? Yeah, that's easily. Yeah, we can land on the bright side. I think. I'm soon gonna find out.
orbital flight engaged.
you need to scrub off some speed here. Okay, so the notable has disappeared. Nice. We don't have the exobiology box. So technically the no atmosphere type should never show up. We should never see it. Good, that's exactly how it should work. Now if we displayed the planet atmosphere on the top of the screen, on the information bar at the top, then it would show it. But we don't need it there. I don't think so. I don't need to know what atmosphere a planet is with no bios on it. It's not going to be relevant to me. Oh, can we land this thing here? I don't think I'll get out in the Nomad just to get a footfall. This thing is so sluggish. What about in this circle? No, maybe not. Stop. Go on. I'm actually going forward, look. But the ship ain't moving, you see that? No, it is. System Frau Fu. Okay, that's footfall established. Yeah, minus 114 centigrade. Yeah, easily survivable. Okay, good. That's confirmed the box is not appearing, which is exactly what we wanted. And now let's go to the bioplanet. I forgot what it was, so as soon as we get back into Super Cruise, it'll tell us. Was it 2A? Oh, body 2. Okay. Oh, bugger. It's a bit dicey. This looks cool. Looked kind of bluish before, now it's a bit more brownish.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Of course it is. What else is it going to be? But what type of bacteria? Inform-M, I hope. No chance, but I can always hope. I'm gonna have a look, see what it is. It's M4M. 42 million coming my way, Baba. The most lucrative the most lucrative bacteria you can get. Atmosphere type, nitrogen. And it should knock the nitrogen over to the side in a minute to fit the word first in there. But I think we have to actually physically get footfall first. Right, let's get the old thing out. How cool does this place look? Look at this. Oh, you and your bloody thrusters. Yeah, so it won't record first footfall until I actually record it in the game. There it is. It's pushed the nitrogen across to record the first footfall, and there you are, Bacterium informum. 42 million, I believe. Let's see what it says now. 4209. Okay. Right. So I didn't even bother to look. It says bioplanet first footfalls. If I get first footfall on a planet that doesn't have bios, I don't think that counter goes up by 1. It only goes up if I get first footfall on a planet with bios. Currently it says 31. Oh, what did it say before I landed on that other planet? I think it was still 31, I think so. So, okay. Yeah, that's not the total amount of first footfalls I've had then. It's just the bio ones. Which for genomics is kind of all you really need to know. Okay. Ouch. Ooh. Right, so that 1.26 billion should go up now once we've got it carried. There you go. 1.3. Ish. Well, I think, given the live stream stats at the moment, I think I'm going to call it a day here because things have kind of stagnated a little. So we'll end it. See if we can get the Caspian down on the ground here. I didn't even know what the hell side I was approaching. So there's nothing else in this system to do, so it's just a case of moving on to the next one. So that was a nice quick 40 million. What did I start with when we were under 1 billion when I started the stream, I think. Not sure. I think so. Yeah, so we earned 300 million then. Yeah, that does sound about right. What did we have just before? 900 something? Doesn't matter. Alright guys, well, but to be honest, there's little chat and there's not that many people on, so I'm going to go and grab something to eat and chill. And I don't know, maybe I'll pencil in American truck for tomorrow because I haven't done that for a while. I need to explore on there as well. Maybe not, we'll see. Maybe I feel like doing something else tomorrow, but it'd be nice to hook up the trucks and get them going. So guys, I will bid you all a fond farewell and see you next time, and thank you for your time, and yeah, have a good one guys, have a good rest of the day, evening, whatever, and I'll see you at the weekend some point. Bye bye.